Hello, hello. How are you all? I am good. I just need to find us. As always, it says it's waiting. And there we come. It says it's waiting. Oh, you're going to hear me. And there we come. How many times do I have to mute? Oh, you're going to hear me. Mute. I don't know why. I try and try to mute, and it never mutes. And I was playing with the camera, so of course we're starting downward. Oh my goodness. Hello. This is how it goes every week when I try to do a live. What can I say? That's okay. You got a sneak peek of what I was going to show you. Today, I have a really fun card for you guys. It is called a side accordion card. Now, I have a friend who showed me this card and she was wanting to make it. So I've done my research and I think I've got it pretty good. So we're going to attempt to make it today and you all can see what we're going to create. Okay, so all right, let me pull that down. Okay, so the next thing I need to do is bring you down again. So I want you to know today is July. No, today is June. I don't even know when it is. 23rd, something like that, I think. Oh my golly, I shouldn't even open my mouth, right? Yes, today is June 23rd, 2022. And in 1 week, we have a new catalog starting and celebration. I'm like over the moon excited about this. So our celebration, I can only show you the catalog cover. I can't show you the inside yet, not till next week. But I can show you some fantastic celebration paper. I am in love with this. So let me just show you this. All right. So this is called Rings of Love, and it coordinates with the Tree of Love or Tree Rings. Oh, I don't remember exactly, but it coordinates with a stamp set that's in the new July to December catalog. And I'm going to use it on 2 cards that I'm creating today. I just love it. It's beautiful. So here's the first piece. And so again, I tried something different with my lighting today. I'm still getting lots of yellows, but this has some pretty blues. I don't even think you can see that blue in there. The petal pink, absolutely gorgeous. And then let's see, on the back side, I should tell you guys, if you want to comment and chat along with me, you need to be logged into your YouTube channel or your YouTube. And then you can chat along with me that way. And you can tell me what you think of things. Okay, this is beautiful. I love this piece. And then we have some more fall-ish paper. Isn't this pretty? Oh my gosh, I love this one. So pretty. And these birds, oh, I love them. Oh, I had to use them for a card today. Gorgeous. And then look, we have some homes. I love that. Did I show you the back side of the birds? Isn't that beautiful? It's a water wash or an ink wash. And then look at that pattern. Isn't that gorgeous? It's on the back of the homes. And then the last one in here is a Christmas, well, no, I lied. This is the toadstools or mushrooms. And then this coordinates with the tree of love. That's, they've got die cuts that look like this. And then this is Christmassy. It's poinsettias. And then trees. I just love this paper. It's so much fun, and I can see me using it quite a bit. And like I said, it's celebration paper. So if you spend $50 in the catalog, you can get this as one of your free products if you're interested. Okay, now for the card. All right. My paper just fell off my ceiling. I was trying to cover up a light up there to kind of see if that helped, but obviously not. Okay, so let me show you this first card. This is with the birds, okay? And this is the side accordion card, and it opens up like this, or it can stand on somebody's desk or mantle, and that's what it looks like. It's so pretty. I absolutely love how this card turned out, and I used the hand penned stamp set for this flower on the front. Then I thought I'll give you guys a sneak peek. This is one of our Christmas papers and sets in the new July to December catalog. I'll get that straight one of these days. And it has candy canes, and it's just a cute little set. And I love how this turned out. Okay, so again, you can stand it up and they can look at it. Okay, so I'm going to start with the base of the card. All right. This is my scoreboard. I love my scoreboard. I use it a lot when I'm doing something big or boxes or things like that. I do like to use my trimmer. I like to score with my trimmer too, but I really think that for what I'm doing, when you've got a lot of scores, I don't want to be sliding it around inside my trimmer. So I'm just going to lay it flat, and we are going to, okay, so first, this is 5.5 by 11. So you basically are getting one card out of a sheet of cardstock, 8.5 by 11, okay? So we're gonna lay this hot dog style on the scoreboard, and we are gonna start scoring at 1 3/4, 3.5, 5 1/4, and then we're gonna score last at 7, okay? And then we have a piece that is cut at 3 by 6, and we're gonna score this at 3 inches, okay? And I can take my scoring tool and put it aside. And I'm gonna bring this back in. So I know it's really hard to see the scores probably in this lighting, okay? Hey, Alex, oh, thank you, Alex. I appreciate that. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with this fold back here. Remember, we're doing an accordion, so we're gonna fold this, and then I've got my bone folder. You absolutely need a bone folder for this to help really burnish down those scorers. And then we're gonna fold it back. So remember, accordion fold. Okay, we're gonna burnish that. Then again, we're gonna burnish that. And one more time. Oh, she told me she saw you, Alex. Yeah, I wouldn't have remembered, but Missy reminded me. we're talking about my nails, everyone, for 4th of July. Okay, so I've got this all ready to go. Now I've already cut my designer series paper, okay, because I didn't want to have to cut that in front of you. You're going to need 3 pieces at 1.5 by 5 1/4. Now you could absolutely layer around this if you wanted to. You can do 1/8 of an inch and get a layer behind it. But you know, I like it the way it is. I got mine done last night, or yesterday afternoon, I should say. Okay, so I'm just gonna put some, you know what? I'm gonna put this one. No, I want this one on the front. Okay. I was changing my mind because the next piece looks really cute with the toadstools, but this one looks good too. I like the little butterfly. Okay, so we're gonna open this up and we're going to put adhesive on this. Okay. Sorry if I threw that out of your shot there. And we're going to lay this one in here. Then we're going to do the last one. And like I said, I absolutely love this paper. So cute. And it just, it makes perfect sense to use it for this card. All right. Same with the birds. I just love that. Okay, so there's our accordion fold. Okay, we're not doing anything with that one. You absolutely could go in and put another piece in there if you wanted to, but it's going to kind of not show so much, and you'll see why. Okay, so the next piece I'm going to do after I fold this, I'm going to burnish. All right, I'm going to, instead of using designer series paper this time, I'm going to use a white layer. Now I've already colored, or not colored, but I've already stamped my tree here. Let me show you what stamps that I'm using. I forgot. I'm using the Happy Hedgehogs. Oh, I love the paper too. And the Happy Hedgehogs has a coordinating punch. Isn't that fantastic? I love it. But I wanted to use blends on this, so I wanted to have this dry before I started coloring, okay? So I'm gonna use Poppy Parade, and I'm just gonna go really kind of fast. I'm not really gonna take my time at this, because you didn't come on here to see me color. You came on here to see me put together a card. So I'm just getting a little dark Poppy Parade laid down in the petals. And then I'm going to go back and color over it. What I'm doing is just adding just a touch of shading. When I go back over it, it'll blend it in. It'll look really cute. Now I'm going to use my brush tip because I just am more comfortable with that in small spaces. And this is tiny. And I'm not going to completely fill it. You're going to see some white spots, and I'm totally okay with that. My goal is just to add a little bit of color so it coordinates and looks really cool. And so since I let this ink dry, it's not blending with the blends. It's not moving. It's staying perfectly where I want it. And that's a really good benefit when you, if I was to stamp right away, it would probably not stay where I want it. Okay. Some of these didn't blend up very well, but I'm okay with that. It doesn't look bad. Now I'm going to use Granny Apple Green for the leaves. Okay, let's see. We're just going to go through and do a little darkening. No rhyme or reason. I mean, I'm following the leaves, but the image is so tiny. You just do the best you can and don't worry about it. And, you know, I know other demonstrators out there color and take their time and make these beautiful, like, pictures. That's not me. I'm not into the coloring as much as I am the stamping. So coloring's always been something that's not my favorite. My granddaughter's turning out to be the same way. I try to bring a coloring book out for her to lay down and color with her, and I think she lasts about 5 seconds. And then she's off to something else. She's just not into coloring as much. Okay. Whoop, a little bit more, guys. All right, there we go. And I'm not going to worry too much about this tree or branch. I'm just going to take my blend and it'll just kind of move the ink just a little bit. I don't want it to be completely filled in, just a little bit. Okay. All right, so there you have that. Now I'm going to take a scrap, whoops, it's up here, scrap piece of paper, and I'm going to stamp my little hedgehog. I just think it'll be fun to stamp him this time instead of trying to just punch him out. So I've got a little mat underneath. What I did was I bought one of our piercing mats and I cut it in half. And then when I just need a small little piece, I have it. Okay, there's that. He's all stamped and really cute. Okay, and I can put that away and I can bring in my punch. Now just know I could have cut a strip and used a strip, but I went ahead and just used a big piece. We're just going to go ahead and line him up in the punch. You see that? Give him a punch, and we got the back of him. That's okay. That's if you use another piece of cardstock. And I'm going to take some dimensionals. That's glue dots. I want dimensionals. Thanks, Alex. Okay, I just want dimensionals. That's all I wanted. I did not want the other things. Okay. So I didn't bring a crumb cake blend over. So I'm just going to go ahead and use my blend because I just want to put just a little bit of brown underneath him just to make him look like he's grounded and not floating up in the sky. Then I can also put a little here with my tree. And that way my tree doesn't look like it's floating so much. Okay. And then to clean this, it's so super easy. I love using my blends. You just rub it on a piece of paper until you don't have any color coming off of it anymore. And mine's a little bit more darkened because I used it directly in the ink pad. But see, now it's pretty well clean. No more color on it. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is add a little bit of embellishment on here. Okay, so we're going to take some butterflies. I just thought these little butterflies would be the cutest thing for this. We're going to put one, I don't know, on a tree branch or a leaf or a flower, just flying around all over. Okay. You know, I could even put one on his nose if I wanted to. I think that would be cute. Look, it's on his nose. I got a butterfly stuck to my nose. You can't see that too well, this lighting. There it is. Okay, maybe not. Doesn't look the greatest to me when I see it. Okay, on with the card. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is adhere this to the front of this panel. That's going to go into the card and in front of the card. All right, and I'm just going to layer that on there. All right, and then on this side, I cut another piece. Let's see, which one do I want to use? I want to use this one. I cut another piece of designer series paper to use. All right, let's open this up so I get them even. Goodness, everything's sticking to me. Okay, and there you have that. Now, what we're going to do next, I'm going to bring in my Stamp and Seal Plus because I really want this to stick. So I'm going to just put a couple rows there and a couple rows here. Okay, and you can see it has the adhesive. Now I want to take this and open it up, and I'm going to match up those two score lines. Can you see that score line? And then there's that score line there. Before I lay it down, I want to match up those score lines. And then I want to make sure I have, you know, it halfway in between the top and the bottom. Okay. And then I'm going to lay it down there. And I'm going to lay it down here. And there you have your fold. Isn't that cool? Love it. All right. Then I'm going to use the back side. I think it would be too busy if I use the other side, even though that's my favorite side. I'm just going to use the back side. Oh, I just put tape on the wrong side. And I got this wrong. Oh boy, major fail, people. Guess what? I can fix it. I can fix it. I can fix anything. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, so this piece is cut at 3 3/4 by 5 1/4. So we're going to put this in at 3 3/4. Oops. Good thing I have my trimmer here. And 5 1/4. I'll find something to use that on. I'll use it. It is always fixable, Alex. And I can use that piece on another card, a card that's going this way. And don't you think I won't? I will be using it. Okay, so I don't want to put adhesive on that side. I want to put adhesive on this side. Okay, fixed it. Let's see, how do I want this? Guys, if you can't laugh at yourself and make mistakes, it won't be any fun. You have to have some fun, okay? All right. Then we're going to take a piece. That's another piece of white, and I didn't tell you the measurements. This is 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. This is 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. And this is 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. Okay. So I'm going to bring this back in, And I'm going to stamp a sentiment. And the sentiment I chose says, finding a friend is the best discovery of all. And I love that. All right, I'm bringing back my crumb cake ink. Okay, and we're going to just try to decide where we want this. Try to get it straight. And there we have it. Isn't that a sweet sentiment? And you know, if you want to, you could put a little butterfly on the inside of this one as well. It's not very thick. The butterfly, it's very thin, so it'll be perfect. I'm going to put adhesive on the back of this, and I'm going to show you how to get it lined up in the card. All right. Well, hello, Debbie from Vermont. We are too. We're in Arizona, and we are starting on our monsoons, and it's very, very nice to have rain. Okay, so what you want to do is you kind of want to just hold this up in here, and you kind of want to lay this down a little bit to see if you're going to be hidden in there. Okay. Debbie, I love Vermont. I've never been, but someday I want to go and get snowed in into a cabin, have a cabin there, get snowed in and just enjoy it. Okay, look at that. Look at that. Isn't that cute? Alex, we have had such good rains the past few days. Day before we got a 1/2 inch. Today we got an 1/8 of an inch. And not today, yesterday. And I don't know how much we've gotten today. Okay, so there's our card. And oh, that yellow is terrible. I need to figure this lighting out. I can't handle it. Okay, but isn't that darling? Oh my gosh. Look at this one. Again, so cute. I have had so much fun creating these cards. Now, I'm going to post them on my blog here in a little bit. Let me tell you, if you go over to my blog, I'll make sure it's linked below. You'll get to see these, and I'll have the directions, the measurements written out on my blog for you. If you like this card, please do me a favor and give me a thumbs up. That would surely help. And if you're new to my channel, please feel free to subscribe and hit that notifications bell. That way you'll be notified when I go live next week, or if I put a video up at any time. And I promise you guys, I'm going to work on this lighting because I can't handle the yellow. But thank you guys so much for joining me. I truly appreciate it. And I hope you've enjoyed these cards. And we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.